Back in January, Legacy Health announced Mount Hood Medical Center's Family Birth Center would close March 17th, pending approval from the state.
That's going to have a huge impact, a very negative impact.
Since then, community members and elected officials alike passionately protested the potential closure. However, with that March 17th date fast approaching, OHA says its approval is still pending. In fact, OHA says it didn't receive a request for a waiver until March 6th, after they sent a letter to Legacy Health reminding them one must be granted. The state also pointed out the potential consequences should Legacy close the birth center without a waiver.
It's upsetting to me, frankly, that Legacy announced the closure of this birthing center in January and didn't even apply for the waiver until March. That indicates to me that they were really not thinking through the ramifications of this closure on the community.
This week, Representative Zach Hudson, whose district covers Troutdale, Fairview, and Gresham, called on OHA to deny the waiver request.
They would need to show that they can that the health impacts of on the community are able to be met in some other way, and I don't find that to be true.
Wednesday night, Legacy Health responded to KGW's request for additional comment. The hospital system stating Legacy did not plan to request approval to close the Family Birth Center and had instead hoped to change its care model. But they said an unanticipated number of staff departures led to their decision to apply for the waiver. Legacy Health says they decided to close the Mount Hood Family Birth Center due to low volume of births coupled with a high-cost care model that required round-the-clock staffing.
So it sounds like Legacy is planning to close it no matter what. Can they do that? And if they do, then what?
Yeah, David, it certainly sounds like it. And they sent out a statement earlier today saying that they will close on Friday. If they do it without a waiver, they could face penalties, including a suspension or even loss of their license. The hospital says after Friday, pregnant people who arrive at Legacy Mount Hood will be seen by a provider, then transferred to Randall Children's for further care.
Thanks, Alma. Appreciate the follow-up tonight. To get